What's going on, everyone? So in today's video I want to make sort of a retro video, so like the videos I used to make, and the topic in question of this one is pretty much what's coming into Sea of Thieves in 2019. So if you're like me and you've been playing Sea of Thieves since the release of this game, you'll know that a lot of stuff has actually come into the game in these last few months. And a lot of stuff has also been promised to come within the next year or so. So I just want to quickly give a real big shout out to a news article that I seen that actually inspired me to make this video. That'll be linked in the description if you're interested in reading that. So in 2019, a lot of big things are actually coming to Sea of Thieves that's going to really change the game, most notably being the arena, and also a few other things that have been promised from 2018, and also some other things that were actually pushed back that were meant to be released sooner, but they just didn't get around to making. But with all that, there's actually a fair few things that have already actually been confirmed at one stage or another that will definitely be coming into the Sea of Thieves world in 2019. So starting off, we're going to talk about the arena. I'm sure everyone already knows about the arena, so I'm not going to talk about it too long. But the arena is essentially going to be a new way we engage in PvP, and a new way we're going to engage in quests. A lot of people have been comparing it to a battle royale for Sea of Thieves. Well, that's not exactly the case, but there is elements of a battle royale to it. Instead of having a bunch of people just kill each other for the sake of killing each other, it's more so just a bunch of people to either work together or kill each other to get this one final bit of loot. Now, of course, everyone has pretty much the same quests, so there will be a lot of competition and fighting. Of course, we don't know a lot about this because I haven't really released too much, but that's the full gist of it from what we actually know now. Of course, there's a few other little details that I brushed over, but I'm sure I'll make a video about that when it does actually get released properly. So moving on now, another big thing that's been spoken about a lot in 2018 was actually the implementation of pets. Now, of course, they've said they're making progress on it, but nothing too big has actually been confirmed. Apparently, it's still in just a testing stage, and they're still trying to design how it's going to work. So that'll be interesting to see when it does actually get thrown in. My guess is they'll release that around March or April of 2019, but they could even release it a bit sooner, and if things get really hectic, they could actually push it back a little bit longer. But of course, we don't know that for sure. And another thing that's been teased fairly frequently as well with the pets is actually the implementation of fishing and cooking. Now, of course, that's just been pushed back as well. There hasn't been too much released. I'm sure that'll actually come out around that same time period, and I wouldn't actually be too surprised if they released them all in the same package. Another thing they actually spoke about briefly is potions, but nothing's really been said about that except for one or two things that was passed off by, I think it was actually Joe Neate. I could be wrong though, but that's another possible thing to look forward to as well. And as well as all that, they also did promise that 2019 would actually see some new story-based voyages or lore-based voyages. Now, of course, we have no idea what they're actually going to be, but Joe Neate did actually say that the update will actually rhyme with full snails. Now, take whatever you want from that. I personally have no idea what Joe was even talking about. That's pretty much all the information we have on that at the moment. Now, another thing that's actually coming into Sea of Thieves in 2019 is a thing called the Captaincy Update. Now, honestly, I had no idea what this was or that it was even a thing until I read this article. So again, I'd highly suggest you read that article down below in the description. It is worth your time. But reading a pretty much exact quote from the actual article that I've got linked down below, is it going to be adding a goal that you can actually get to after you get Pirate Legend level 10. Now, of course, we don't know much about this, and I'm not going to go out on a limb and speculate what is actually going to be in this update, so I'm just going to leave that at that. Now, of course, with everything I've said so far, we've pretty much got 4 or 5 different new things that are coming into Sea of Thieves that have actually been confirmed. Now, of course, there's going to be heaps of new things that are actually going to enter into 2019 that we don't even know about yet. And I'm fairly sure at the moment, the guys from Sea of Thieves are actually working on some stuff that we have no idea is even going to be released. And I'm sure they're probably doing some things right now that are probably going to change the game in a much bigger way than what anything they've actually teased will. But for that, we'll just actually have to wait and see how it all plays out. So with everything in conclusion, it seems that 2019 isn't actually going to be lackluster at all. There's going to be heaps of new things coming into the game that's going to be extremely enjoyable, and I've got a lot of confidence in the guys from Rare that they're actually going to really vamp up Sea of Thieves and make it a whole new level of game that we actually haven't seen yet. Of course, they've done that a lot this year, but it'd be really cool to see them go even bigger and better in 2019. So with all that being said, I want you guys to tell me what you're really looking forward to in 2019, and also if you've got any speculations about what might be coming out in 2019. Of course, there'll be a lot of Bar Rat adventures that'll be coming out, as there always are, so do throw down in the comments what you're actually most keen on and what you'd like to see. Also, I've actually got somewhat of an upload schedule now. Every Sunday I'll be doing those gameplay videos that you guys have actually been really enjoying. So if you do plan on seeing them, just check back every Sunday. Now, it'll be Sunday for America when I release it, and it'll be actually Monday morning in Australia. So I mean, just try and work out the time zone. I don't know exactly what time it'll be on a Sunday or a Monday, depending on where you are in the world, but it will be up around that time. And of course, with all the other games that I've been uploading on my channel, Sea of Thieves will always stay a core. I'll never get rid of that. So if you guys have enjoyed and you're looking forward to everything in 2019, feel free to leave a like and show your support. It really helps out the channel. So with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.